Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here. It's pretty late right now. We're doing this weekend shift, the Strat After Dark. Let's have some fun. It's going to be a short one because it is late, but we're going to have some fun. Let's get to it. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Let's get to it. Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. Not a lot going on out here. All right, there's not a lot of actionable signals, mostly inside days. We're going to look at that here real quick. If you haven't noticed, we're doing some. We got a whole new membership section on the YouTube channel. Check out the Weekend Shift crew. You'll get some. Mini market reviews. You'll get some live chats. You'll get some members only videos, and then the Strat Warrior. That's the ultimate. That's where you'll get those nightly weekend shift updates, and you'll also get macro vids. And on Fridays we'll be doing coaching sessions on Fridays. All right, and just asking questions about the Strat. That's it on Fridays. So also coming up on April 16th is the Strat Camp webinar. This is Woo. Woo's out there doing some good things. He's out there doing some good things. He trades Bitcoin, he trades Forex, and some options, and a little bit of stocks. I'm trying to push him into stocks. Just come on, man, try it. No, he's good at what he does, and he's very good at what he does, and he's using the Strat to get better. All right, get better at it. Hold on. Oh, not that one, not that button. Wrong button. All right, there he is. Woo was using that to get better. All right, get really good at what he does, and that's important for him. And anybody wanting to learn the Strat. All right, we learn how to. I teach you guys how to create winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. Learning all three universal truths just like Rob taught it. All right, no weird stuff, no domino effect crap, none of that bull that they started mixing into it. Come on now, somebody tell the truth. I got nobody out here. That's okay though, because I've been doing I've been doing these nightly videos. So watch those at midnight. Some clips, some things you guys can learn. Oh, we got Jimmy in the house. Yeah, we're missing coffee. It's so late at night. We don't need no coffee this late. He said we're missing the coffee. Yeah, super late. Good morning, Jimmy. Or good evening. Good evening, Jimmy. How you doing? So late. How you doing? You're here. Good. I was just telling everybody how I've been posting videos, going live at night, in the middle of the night. I posted Zeus's episodes of the Weekend Shift. I'll keep doing some more of those. I got 8X coming up, and then also I got some tips and tricks with the Strat on red stocks, green stocks, trading psychology as a whole. So check those out over here on the Weekend Shift Strat Soldier YouTube channel. Anyway, also on the April 17th, we have a one-on-one that's set up. If you want to go check that out, one-on-one on the 17th. He says I'm good. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. So like I said, it's going to be a short one. Let's get to the charts. All right, when I trade, I have all 4 time frames up just like this: the month, the week, the daily, and the 60. And this shows me what? Come on, Jimmy, say it out loud. This shows me
time frame continuity.
That's right, time frame continuity. And right now we got some conflict. All right, it's red on the month, green on the week. It was green on the day, and then we had some 60s that were green as well. All right, if you watched my, if you're a part of If you're a strat warrior or one of the weekend shift crew, you saw me talk about this on the coaching session on Friday. It did nothing all day. It did nothing all day on Friday, all right? Here's your 60s kind of drifting up. I don't like the term melt up, but it did. Finally went 2-2 reversal back up on the day, but right at the end of the day, all right? It opened up at 523, 522, 522.96, and it just started moving up really slow. Didn't really do a whole bunch. Pretty boring day. You can see right here, it went in force at 533.71, and then here's your 60s. It really didn't go in force until 1:30 in the afternoon. 1:30 in the afternoon on Friday, Eastern Standard Time, all right? So nothing to scream at, honestly. Nothing to really be excited about at all. There's other strap groups that'll come out here and go, oh, well, we know it's inside day, so you can take that. Wrong. Wrong. That's how you lose that money. That's how you lose money. They'll say that's how you lose money. They'll say, well, it's inside day, but it's green, and we know we can take that because, you know, we're aware of the inside day, you know, and here's a 322 back up, and you can take this and you can ride it up. Maybe this would have worked, all right? But it's inside day. We don't trade anything as it's forming an inside day, all right? We don't trade anything while it's forming an inside 60 or an inside day. You can get away with it on an inside week, but I wouldn't recommend it. You can get away with it on an inside month because the range is pretty big for a month, all right? You can also, you know, that goes into quarters and years, all right? So I'm not saying don't trade anything that's, you know, inside on the month, inside on the quarter, inside on the year. I'm not saying don't trade it, don't, you know, just avoid it. But when it gets down to those smaller time frames like the daily chart, the 60 chart, leave it alone. Leave it alone. All right? That's how you avoid getting chopped up. Chopped up.
Chop shop in here, folks.
All right, just getting ripped up in here. All right, these are 15-minute charts. Well, 15-minute charts are so easy for me to see. You know, I'm able to see. Okay, oh, it's exhaustion risk down here. Oh, it's exhaustion risk up here. It's exhaustion risk down here. It's exhaustion risk up here. Come on, you know who I'm talking about. And that they do it every 15 minutes. They're calling exhaustion risk out. That's not how Rob did it. All right, not how Rob did it. Rob would say, get out here on these 60s and 30s. Get on the 30s and 60s. See what's really going on. All right, look at that. Doing nothing. People getting just demolished in here. Well, I'm gonna buy calls. No, I'm in puts. No, I'm in calls. Now I'm in puts again. It's red again. I'm getting puts. Nah, it's calls. Definitely calls. No, dang, it's back down again. Come on now. Inside bars. Thank you, Jimmy. Inside bars. That's right. And since you're out here, Jimmy, I know you know this. All these bars, all right, are inside of these bars. You don't need a special indicators to see that. All right, here's the range on these bars. Here's all these bars stuck in this range. All right, how are you going to get out of that? How are you going to get out of that mess? You're not on an inside day anyway. All right. I talked about this last week about, you know, hey, we're going to have this market pause, and with the we're going to have this market pause with tariffs, you know, give us 90 days, you know, and they were like, no, you know what, I'm going to try to check my calendar here because was it last week or did I talk about it this week? I talked about it on Monday. I talked about it on Monday. It's been a long week. So this came up, you know, news started coming out saying, hey, we're going to have a 90-day pause on tariffs. That's going to be great, huh? Margaret said, bye. All right. And then the White House came out and said, no, that's not true. All right. Went inside, got stuck, did nothing for the rest of the 7th. All right. Monday, did nothing. Tuesday. All right. Then here comes April 9th in the afternoon. The White House says, you know what? That 90-day pause on tariffs sounds like a good idea. To the highs. All right. All right.
Perfect.
That was legitness.
Yeah, it was.
All right, very good, very good. And then you come in here on the 10th and the 11th doing nothing after all of this, all right? Because honestly, the market's like, well, that was fun, but what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? All right, Dow Jones doing the same thing. Finally goes 2 up on the day, hammer and force. 212 reversal back up, hammer and force at $400.19. But again, it didn't really do it till the end of the day. All right, you see that? So right on the month, no actionable signal on the week, but it is closer to going 2-2 reversal back up on the week. All right, it's got to get above 407 to do that. QQQ doing a little bit better. All right, kind of too soon to say this is forming a hammer just yet. All right, too soon. It is closer to going 2-2 reversal back up on the week. All right, but here's that Friday again. Here's Thursday, inside day, and then this is 2 up on the day by just like a penny. Let me show you. But just like a penny, just like beep. 2 up on the day. So not a lot going on there. And again, also happened at the very end of the day. So nothing much going on. Small cappers for Marlin B out there. Not doing a lot. Inside day. XL UVXY. Here's some volatility. Not really dropping yet. All right, not really dropping yet. Let me see. SPXS. I did talk about how you can trade these, but I also talked about how you can't hold them very long. Okay, you cannot hold them for very long. This was all the way up to like $10.46, all the way back down. It lost $3 pretty quick. All right, once that started reversing back to the other side. All right, same thing with SQQQ. Outside the week to the downside, it was all the way up to $57, and then reversed very quickly. All right, here's your Botnick formation on the 60s. All right, sheesh. If you didn't take your profits on this shooter, you definitely should have took your profits here at $50.48. I gotta be careful with this Strat after dark stuff. Uh-oh. And Strat stuff's supposed to be exciting, not yawning. Don't do that. XLU utilities closer to going 322 back up.
The 322.
All right, we got some stuff on the weekend shift. Looking at that, it's still red on the month. Closer to going 322 back up on the week, which is good. Getting back in this level of reclaim back here. All right, and let's see if we can talk to $80.15. Here's your days. Here's your money flow. They're getting back into it. Here's your 60-minute Brodnik formation. Oh, yeah. Very good. Very good. Let's go down to XRT retail. Going to open up inside week if pre-market doesn't do anything. Up at $66.24. Red on the month. No actionable signal on the week. Inside on the daily. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boring. All right? Boring. That's why I'm yawning. XLK Tech. Too close to say, too soon to say this is forming a hammer, but it is. Look a little nice there. Look a little interesting. Why? Because look at this week coming back up. Now this will open up inside week at 198.21 if next week doesn't do anything in the pre-market. And it did go to, same thing as QQQ and all the others. It did go 2 up on the day, but barely. All right. No actionable signal for next week. XLE, Momo shooter on the week. Momo shooter on the week. Red on the month. Bad. They're getting out of energy. All right. Getting out of these oils. Whew. Man, this is exciting. Getting out of these oils. Excuse me. IBB Biotechs. I wish that was more of a hammer, but it's not. All right, we'll see what they want to do next week with Biotechs. It's been a hot mess for Biotechs for a long time. It's been a hot mess. Here's your Brodnick formation on Biotechs. All right, not looking great. All right, healthcare, cure something, would ya? Cure something. Right on the month. No actionable signal for next week. XLP, consumer staples, closer to going 2-2 reversal back up next week. It has to get above. It has to get above $80.87. The first target is $82.88. Here's your money flow index. They're starting to get back in there. Shaking my head. Semiconductors doing nothing. All right. All right, doing nothing. We'll see what they want to do next week. RSP, S&P 500 equal weighted, looks about the same, right on the month. No actionable signal on the week. All right, so that's what's going on in the broader averages. Let's get to actionable signals. All right, Jimmy, we're just getting through this. We're just gonna get through it, man. That's what we're doing right now. Let's go to the weekly signals. I already got these all mapped out. I talked about this in the coaching session on Friday. I talked about trading inside days and how you got to be careful. All right, inside days, got to be careful. But let's look at Tesla, because what I did talk about on that coaching session was Tesla inside is currently inside year. Now, if we didn't trade anything that was forming inside on that time frame, it would be, we'd be filtering out a lot of stocks. Let's just say that. But Tesla's inside year, all right? It could bounce around in here between 439 and 221 for a long time. All right, it could do it for weeks and months. It could just keep trading sideways. All right, we'll see what they want to do. Why you up so late? 8:30 in Cali. 8:30 in Cali. It's 11:30 here. It's 11:30. I've been really busy all day long, and I said let's do the weekend shift later. And then I was hanging out with my family, and I was like, I can't go to bed without doing the weekend shift. All right, I can't do that. I can't do that. So let's do it. That's why I'm here. 8 o'clock, 8:30 in Cali. All right, very good, very good. What's the weather like anyway? Here is Tesla. If you got in on that Tesla on that hammer and force back in the third quarter of 2024, you're hoping, you're like, hopefully it stays good. Hopefully it stays good. Right now, not sure. All right, you're hoping it doesn't get below 201. All right, you don't want that. But you could still be in that if that's what you did. Yep. Got to hang out with the family. I say that all the time. Don't get triangled out on your personal relationships. Don't do that. We learned how to trade the Strat so we didn't have to look at charts all night long, all day, every day, all night long, all that stuff. Sunny, 93 degrees. All right. It was 56 degrees today, kind of chilly. We're looking at MOH. This is a healthcare stock. 2 up on the month, inside on the week. We're looking at GEV, inside week, green on the month, inside week. We would rather see this be 2 up on the month. We'll be looking for this to go outside the month to the upside at 348. All right, but right now, possible 212 reversal back up. WSM. Inside week, red on the month, inside a week, probably gonna go 212 down. We'll see. Chevron, Momo shooter on the week, red on the month, Momo shooter on the week. Looking for some more downside. JBL, red on the month, inside a week. All right, inside week. Now, right now, it's closer to opening up at 132.30. But if it goes 2 up on the week, it'll be above 139.03, and then it's game on, and the first target is 150. MPC red on the month, and Momo shooter on the week. ED, 2 up on the month, and hammer on the week. This is utility. Hammer on the week. All right, that hammer goes in force above 110.61, and the first target's 114. DAC, home builders, DAC. All right, 2 down on the month. Look at this, bad. All right, and inside a week, probably going to keep going to the lows. But if it does reverse back up, you have a nice little pivot machine gun situation here. All right, that would be interesting. SO from utilities, 2 down on the month, but ugly hammer on the week. It goes in force at $90.14, and the magnitude's $93.62. Here's utilities. I went ahead and put the whole sector in there so I can remind myself to look at utilities. Remember, we always break our stocks down by condition, right? So, looking for the 322 up, looking at SOL, all right, so about the same. Isn't that interesting? It's about the same signal, all right? So when a sector shows an actionable signal on the week, you want to go down to all those stocks in that same sector and go, okay, which ones has the same actionable signal or the same condition? Dollar Tree, inside on the week, red on the month, inside on the week, blah. It's on the list anyway. LNT, red on the month, and hammer on the week. The hammer on the week goes in force at $61.59, and the magnitude is $65.71. D, Dominion, all right, 2 down on the month. Hammer on the week, another utility, all right. That goes in force above $53.03, and the magnitude's $56.92, all right. Looks like utility is about to do something. All right, several actionable signals in the same sector. EQT, I'm pretty sure this is utility as well. Snare 3 on the month and possible 2-on-2 reversal back up. EXC, also a utility, 2 up on the month, hammer on the week. Hammer on the week goes in force above $46.23, and the magnitude's $48.21. Mr. Lucio, 11:35 in New York. That's what time I have too. It's the Strat after dark. After dark. Anyway, 2 down on the month, and Momo Shooter on the week. Ooh, all right, come on now. If that thing goes in force below $33.01, you know they're taking it to the lows, all right? Now, other groups are going to say, well, that's exhaustion risk. No, it's not. There's more pivots to take out. All right, there's more pivots to take out. HP, it is Momo Shooter on the week, and it's red on the month. Probably going to be going down to the lows, all right? All right?
Finish him.
All right. And then Key, K-E-Y, red on the month, and Momo Shooter on the week, inside on the week, all right? So we'll see what they want to do there. That's all the actionable signals that we have for this week. That's what I'm looking at. What do you guys want to look at? Jimmy, go ahead and put something in there. Mr. Luciano, put something in there real quick, and I'll look at what you guys want to look at just real quick. I gotta get out of here. I gotta hit the sack. I wanted to get the weekend shift in there so we weren't you guys weren't missing it. So while I'm waiting on you guys to put some tickers in there, we're going to go down the top mentioned stocks out of Wall Street bets for the last 14 days. Tesla, no actionable signal, all right, but they're starting to come back up in this thing, all right? Are they really going to start buying in Tesla? Nvidia, all right. Here's Nvidia's on the list. Interesting. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Kind of early to say this is forming a hammer, all right? Very early to say that. But it is outside, weak to the upside, looking for the 3-2 up. Now, with a 3-2 up, you're going to be trading it much like you trade a 2-2 reversal. Rob used to say that's a very aggressive strategy, though. Why? Because you don't want that price to drop back into that 3, all right? If the price drops back into this 3, what do you got? What do you got? Jimmy, if the price drops back into that scenario 3, what do you have? Jimmy said, I can't find my laptop. You're going to have motherboard problems, all right? You're going to have motherboard problems. If the price drops back into the scenario 3, you could just trade sideways and be nasty, all right? We don't want that. But if it goes scenario 2, 3-2 up, you can trade that much like you do a 2-2 reversal. You'll be putting your stop somewhere around here and then working it to the upside. Why does that work? Because you know after this battle They sold it down and brought it up, and then they went 2 up the next candle, the next week. You know for a fact this is the most aggressive participation group. All right, this one. So you can trade that. All right. Now it's not necessarily on the Strat Strat combos list. And Rob did say it was a very aggressive strategy, so I'm not going to put it on the watch list for this time. Yep. That's right, mother bar problems.
That's a mother bar issue.
All right. OCGN, skipping it. AMD, since you're looking at NVIDIA, we got to look at AMD. Just been getting toe up from the flow up. Look at this. Golly. Man. All right, so possible 2-2 reversal back up. It has to get above $98.38. It has to. All right, right now, AMD just, people bottom picking this thing. They're like, well, maybe it'll go work. Maybe it'll work now. Right now, AMD's old nickname, Automatic Money Destroyer, is really kicking in right now. Target for the bottoms for a level of reclaim. That's right. Yes. Oh, you want to look at small cappers. I already talked about small cappers when I talked about broader averages during the intro, but small cappers, 2 down on the month, 2-2 continuation down on the month. Possible 2-2 reversal back up, but right now it's going to open up inside at $185.02 if the pre-market doesn't do anything to that. All right, that's where it's going to open. So small cappers kind of being nasty in there. All right, just be careful in that. Be careful. Let's go back to this and see if there's anything interesting in here. Microsoft, anything in there? Possible 3-2 back up. Remember, that's aggressive. Be careful. Apple, potential 3-2-2 back up.
The 3-2-2.
Now, I want to look for hammers, shooters, inside bars. So I'm not going to put this on the list, but Apple, possible 3-2-2 back up. AMC is not an investment. Don't trade it. You heard me say it. All right. Let me hold on, because y'all don't be listening to me. Hold on. AMC is not an investment strategy. Stay away from that crap. Microsoft, outside week back to the upside, 388.45, looking for that 3-2 back up. Hood, is it all good in the hood? Yes, it is right now, looking for that 3-2 back up on the week. Looking for that 3-2 back up on the week. All right, PayPal still getting destroyed. I was really hopeful for PayPal on the yearly chart, but it ain't doing it. Gross. It ain't doing it. Palantir looking for that 3-2 back up. All right, 3-2 back up. We'll see what they want to do there. Will they keep buying it? DraftKings, nope. Baba, what's Baba doing? Doji. If you ever see this kind of thing right here, if you're new to trading, you see this kind of thing, and you hear people call, they say Doji. This is Doji. This is where the open and the close are pretty much the same. All right. Doji doing nothing. Boo. All right. Coinbase, possible 2-2 reversal back up. No actionable signal though. Neo, stop trading this junk, but possible 2-2 reversal back up. The magnitude's $4. Roku, Momo shooter. That's an ugly shooter. We'll leave it alone. Roku, leave it alone. INTC, Intel, Doji on the week. All right, piece of crap. All right, don't mess with it. This is a short one. Because I gotta hit the sack jack. Anything on the micro list even worth looking at? Probably not. Oh man, let's look at the quarter. We look quarterlies. Geez, 2 BMY, 2-2 reversal down. VeriSign still good. Come on now, VeriSign, stay good. VeriSign, hammer in force and hits magnitude at 254. Now, hammer in force on the year, VeriSign. go to thestratsoldier.com and check out my ebook, Hammer in Force. I talk about using this one candle formation, this one actionable signal on any time frame with any instrument. You can trade it. You can use it to create winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. All right, this is VeriSign on the yearly chart. You can do it. You can do it. VeriSign still doing good. I definitely wanted to show that one. That's a good one. Chewy dog food. What's dog food doing? Outside week to the upside. Why is this on here? Let's go to the macro charts. I'll be doing a macro vid this maybe tomorrow. All right, it did go shooter on the quarter. It did go in force, but came back up. Why is this on here? Oh, we were looking for the possible 2-2 reversal back up on the year in Chewy dog food. All right, above $39.71, and the magnitude's $52. Let's see what they want to do. Ad pop up. Cut your the ad pop up. Cut your message off. Oh man. All right. Was that the one about the hammer? Hammer in force. All right, let's do this one again. We'll do that one again. I'll talk about it again. Going back to VeriSign. All right. Hammer in force on the year. All right. Hammer in force on the year. If you go to thestratsoldier.com, check out my ebook. Hammer in Force. It comes with a bonus vid. Teach you all about how to use this one actionable signal to trade. Equities, stock, equities, options, forex, crypto. You can do anything. If it charts and it shows a hammer, you can trade that. You can use to create winning positions, add to it, and defend it with tight stops. All right. He says. Mr. Luciano says, okay, so what's more beginner friendly, a 2-2 or a 3-2? A 2-2 reversal is a lot more friendly for a beginner. You know where to put your stops. You know what your actionable signals are. A 3-2 backup or down is very aggressive. It's very aggressive because you don't want the price to get stuck in that scenario 3. It can do that and cause those mother bar problems.
That's a mother bar issue.
All right, you don't want that. You don't want that. Yep, Hammer in Force ebook. Check it out. And with anything you get on the stratsoldier.com, you get my full attention. You can send me emails, you can send me charts, anything you need done, you need help with, I will help you. All right. Anyway, so Hammer in Force on the year, VeriSign, still good. That's awesome. Starbucks. Why is Starbucks on here? It's probably no good now. Let me see here. Why was this on here? We were looking for the 2-2 reversal back up above 103.17. It did work. It did hit magnitude at 115. It came back down, and now it's getting wrecked hard. All right, be careful with that. PayPal, I was looking for that to go 2 up on the year. It did not. It's a mess. I got to clean this up. Ugh, Pacey. What's Pacey doing? Still waiting. This is for Sand Dollar. Sand Dollar, we're still waiting for this thing to go 2 up on the year above 242.53. All right, that's what we're waiting on. Hasn't done it yet. We'll see. Once it goes 2 up on the year, then I'll buy me some Pacey Sand Dollar. I promise. That's all I really got right now for you guys. Let me see here. 3-2. You take the chance of it becoming a failed 2 and trading it back into the range. Yes. That's a lot more technical way of saying that. Very good. Thank you so much for everybody being here. I know this was a short one, all right? This is a short one. It's about 30 minutes, all right? I know. I want some more, Strat Soldier. Well, I like to laugh. I like to look at these charts and laugh. I know, but it's late, and I want to get this out on the right date. So this is the weekend shift for April 12th, the Strat Soldier. Thank you, Jimmy, for being in here. Thank you, Mr. Luciano, for being in here. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.